In this video, I'll be sharing with you how to make a simple and delicious Japanese curry dish. Hi everyone, my name is Catherine Carlson, and today I'm going to show you how to make my mom's Japanese curry dish. It's a simple dish. It's one of my favorites from my childhood, and it's one of those recipes that is just so great on a busy weeknight where you just don't have the time to do a lot of cooking, but you still want a delicious meal. The ingredients for the dish are pretty simple. First, you need a meat. In this case, I'm going to be using chicken, yellow onion, potatoes, carrots, and I'm also going to add some celery and some daikon. Oh, and the other secret ingredient is the golden curry, S&B golden curry Japanese curry mix. So it's out of the box, and I know normally I don't cook with a lot of ingredients out of the box, but in this case, definitely making an exception. Every Japanese person that I know either uses this brand, the S&B brand, or the International House, so no shame. And again, it's going to make your recipe that much easier to make. Now that we have the ingredients, let's talk about how to put them together. So the first step is make your rice. It's a Japanese curry dish, so I am going to recommend making a Japanese rice. That means short grain, and it's a sticky rice. My favorite is Kokoho Rose, but choose your favorite. I also have a rice cooker, so it makes it quite easy to make rice. But in your case, if you don't have a rice cooker, just follow the instructions. It's really easy to do. So step one is make the rice. Step two is let's make the curry. Now, what you'll want to do first is get out a nice big, either medium to large pan. So medium to large, big pot. In this case, I'm going to use this. I love this. It's a nice heavy pot. It's my Le Creuset. What I'm going to do is then add a couple tablespoons of oil, add in my meat, and brown my meat. And browning the meat is going to add a little bit more flavor. Once the meat is browned, I'm going to add in my onions. And you don't want to brown the onions. If you brown the onions, it's going to give it a little bit of a burnt taste. So instead, just cook the onions to the point where it starts looking a little bit translucent. Once the onions are cooked, add the water, and then add your other vegetables. Your carrots, your carrots and your potatoes are the staples. So at minimum, put carrots into potatoes. The other, and then you can add other ingredients as you wish, like the daikon in my case, and then also I have some leftover celery, so I'm going to add that as well. Bring the soup up to a boil. Once it gets up to a boil, just turn it down to a simmer, put the lid on it, and just let it simmer for 10 to 15 minutes. What you're looking for is you're looking for the vegetables to get tender. Once the vegetables look like they're cooked and they're tender, you can add the curry sauce. Just take it out of the package, break it up into a few pieces, place it into the soup, stir it up, and make sure that it's well incorporated. You don't want chunks of the curry mix, so make sure it's well incorporated, and then let it simmer for 5 minutes. Now, once it's simmered for 5 minutes, it's done. Like, that's it. All you need to do now is plate it. So get out a nice plate or a bowl, put in some rice, put some curry to the side, and that's it. That's your meal. So thank you again for letting me share my mom's curry dish. Itadakimasu!